A bright Kyiv morning and a show of support for Ukraine from a NATO member. Volodymyr Zelenskyy welcoming Finland's President Alexander Stubb, a day after NATO itself confronted Russia for the first time in its own airspace, shooting down drones over Poland.
So what we saw yesterday will have a wider impact on Europe. Russian drones violated Poland's territorial integrity in a way that we have not yet seen during Russia's war of aggression here in Ukraine.
Ukraine had spent yet another night defending against dozens of Russian drones. Zelenskyy offering again to share its hard-won, low-cost anti-drone know-how with NATO, but also making it clear he wants a firmer response against Russia.
Unfortunately, even after yesterday's events, yesterday's drone strikes, after many hybrid attacks by Russia against European countries, and after numerous massive attacks against Ukraine, there are no truly strong and tangible measures in response to Russia that would force Russia towards peace.
There he might find common cause with his European counterparts, still waiting and wondering what Donald Trump makes of yesterday's escalation. Whether he might at last make good on threats to give up on talking to Putin and impose sweeping punitive measures. So far, his response remains limited to a Truth Social post asking what was with Russia's drone incursion, announcing, "Here we go." And for all the talk of firming up NATO's eastern flank, concerns continue in the Baltic states that the US is about to pull out its 2,000 troops there. NATO's most senior officer in Europe was in Lithuania today to say a German brigade would soon be stationed there. He also said it wasn't yet clear whether Russia's drone incursion was deliberate, nor how many drones actually entered Poland.
I would not be able to tell you with any confidence today that it was 20 or that it was 10. We just have to get into the technical details to just figure that out, to debrief the crews that were up, see what they saw.
But in the Polish parliament today, the defense minister was clear. 19 breaches of Polish airspace, debris from 16 drones so far found. And he said an unprecedented commitment of armaments and troops to Poland from its European allies.
Joint decisions, joint actions, coordination. NATO passed the test. NATO did not succumb to Russian pressure. NATO demonstrated its unity.
A narrative supported today, as the cleanup continued in Poland, by Sweden's announcement of a new tranche of military aid to Ukraine, but also undermined by another NATO member, Slovakia, threatening to oppose the latest round of EU sanctions against Russia. Tomorrow, Russia and Belarus begin 5 days of joint war games, simulating, officials say, a combined defense against outside attack, not directed against anyone. Poland, though, has sent 40,000 troops to its eastern border areas. It and its Baltic neighbours will be watching closely for clues to what is still for now a hypothetical question: how Russia might fight a wider war.